Hi everyone. Today is 25th November, Wednesday, the third trading day of the week. What are the critical events potentially affect stock market? Recently, electric vehicle stocks rallied strongly. Should we buy these EV stocks and ride on the trend? Today, Hong Kong stock market opened high, traded lower. Most of the big tech companies retraced lower. How do we trade these stocks? I am Apple Huang, a technical analysis lecturer with Homilychart. I will host a program called Homely Apple Stock Talk. Discuss about US stock market, Singapore market, and Hong Kong market. And this program will host every day at 3 p.m. Singapore time every trading day. During this program, I will talk about the weekly or daily economic or stock news. What are the market trends? What are the hot stocks? You can also do stock diagnosis for free. Just WhatsApp the numbers. Message to me. Today this week is 23rd to 27th November. The trading calendar is so on 26th November, Thursday, tomorrow, it is Thanksgiving Day, so US market no trading. And on 27th November, Friday, it is Black Friday. US stocks trade until 1 p.m. Eastern Time. What is Black Friday? Black Friday is an informal name for the Friday following Thanksgiving Day in the United States, which is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. The day after Thanksgiving has been regarded as the beginning of United States Christmas shopping season since 1952. The term Black Friday did not become widely used until more recent decades, during which time global retailers have adopted the term and date to market their own holiday sales. So will the share market also have the seasonality? So it's very important. We can also look at the chart. So during these Christmas seasons, what happened to the US market? All right, here is the Homilychart, one of the functions of Homilychart. So from the chart, there are different color lines for the year's performance, share market performance. All right. So for the dark blue, it is 2016 share market performance. And yellow color, the yellow color, it is 2017 US market performance. The light blue, this light blue, it is 2018 US market performance. And the pink color, this pink color, it is 2019 US market performance. And the red one, it is 2020 US market performance. It is not the end of the year, so the 2020 share market is not finished. It's until here. All right. So we can view the share market performance. In fact, we can see from now. All right, we can have a cut off. So from now, that is 25th November. You can see the 2016, the chart, the line, the dark blue line is up. And 2017, the yellow one, is also moving up. 2018, it go down. This light blue line go down. And 2019, the pink color one also go up. All right. So 3 out of 5 years, the Christmas seasons, U.S. market, stock market move up, except 2018. And in fact, 2018, we know what happened. It was the year of trade war between U.S. and China. During the trade war in 2018, in fact, the market was very bearish. So in 2018, we know due to the trade war between the U.S. and China, in fact, the U.S. market was the only year move down. All right. So if not because of the big political reasons, most of the time, U.S. market, in fact, during these Christmas seasons, it moved up. So although the history is not the future performance, cannot predict the future performance, however, it gives us some guidelines of the potential. It gives us some ideas that how normally the U.S. stock market move during this November and December seasons. And in fact, we know most of the time the stock market move up. All right, let's look at the chart. And we can look at the S&P 500. S&P 500, and we go to the periodic trend chart. All right, and okay, so 2020, start from 2020 backward for 5 years. That is 2016, the dark blue line, 2017, the yellow line, 2018, the light blue line, 2019, the pink color one, and 2020, this red line. All right, so these are the lines, the stock market performance of the year. And from here, you will see 2016, 2017, and 2019, the market, U.S. market, in fact, move up in the end of the year. Only 2018, which is the light blue line, it went down due to the trade war. And 2020 was not end yet, right? So this potentially, if the history will give us some prediction of the future, we try to find the same pattern for the future movement. So it's likely that 2020, the U.S. market will even go higher, right? Okay, so we are positive on the U.S. market performance based on the historical performance. So that is also the seasonality of the U.S. stock market in the Christmas seasons. Now, let's look at some of the share performance in Singapore market, US market, and Hong Kong market. Singapore market, we talk about SIA, Singpost, Olam, Golden Agri-Resource, Bumipharma Agriculture. US market, we focus on the EV stocks. And Hong Kong market, we talk about the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, Geely, BRD, and Energy, Cathay Pacific, Standard Bank. So let's look at the chart. Firstly, before we go to the individual stocks, let's look at the market performance. Singapore market. In fact, Singapore market, start from beginning of November, STI has a very good rebound. And in fact, the move is so strong, it breaks out the mid-term yellow line. It even breaks out the white long-term rainbow line. And now the Straits Times already move above the rainbow white lines. This means it's already in long-term bullish territory. And we use the function chip distribution. And from here, we see upside for the Straits Times. There are not much resistance. So the strong resistance, it will be at 3,000 level and 3,200 level. So Straits Times is now, we also can see from the MCD here, in fact, bankers are moving back to Singapore market. So, and the upside, today STI closed at 2,869. So upside potential, there are still 10 to 20% upside potential. So if you have not yet placed any orders in this market, so you might pay attention and filter those stocks and then ride on the trend. Let's look at Hang Seng Index. Alright, Hang Seng Index is also moved up quietly. Now it's already break out the rainbow white line and move in the long-term bullish territory. The upside, the resistance level, we are looking at about 27,400. Today the close is at 26,669. So upside, there might be another 1,000 range. So, you can see from the second window, MCDX, the institute fund also flowing into Hang Seng Index already. There is no retailer lock in the market. So it consider Hang Seng Index is strong. Yeah. So based on the trend and based on the institute fund flow, we believe Hang Seng Index is still bullish moving forward until it will touch 27,400 level. And let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500, we can use an indicator that is called the Tai Chi signal. And based on the Tai Chi signal, S&P 500, in fact, the uptrend is intact and is moving in the uptrend. Its support and resistance level is between 3,588 to 3,427. In fact, S&P 500 already stand above this 3,588 level. So this is a strong support for the S&P 500 index. Yeah, price. Just now we analyzed the seasonality of the U.S. market. So high chance for the U.S. market to move up even higher. All right. So now let's look at the Dow Jones. All right, Dow Jones is also beautiful uptrend. It's a beautiful uptrend sequence. The uptrend is still intact, and the support level is at, it already break above the previous high, which is at 29,199 level. So, and we can see the institute fund is also very strong and in control. So we still believe the Dow Jones uptrend is still intact. Now let's look at the Nasdaq. All right, Nasdaq relatively weaker than the other two markets, because we realize those fund stocks are weak. So that is why the Nasdaq market is not as strong as Dow Jones and S&P 500. In fact, Nasdaq is moving in the range between 11,862 to 12,074. So it touched 12,074, 1, 2, 3, and now is approaching to the same level. Whether this is the fourth time trying to break this level. So whether Nasdaq can break out this level is very important. If it can efficiently break above this level, then Nasdaq will have more room to go up. If not, then it will still sideways around this range. But in general, the midterm to long term, Nasdaq is still in uptrend, and the institute fund is also in control and is very strong. So we believe high chance is a matter of time for the Nasdaq to break out this level. All right, so after analyze the index, let's look at the individual stocks. So Singapore market, we look at SIA, Singpost, Olam, Golden Agri-Resource, Bumiputama, Agriculture. So SIA. All right. SIA, in fact, after it has a very prolonged correction and went as low as $3 plus. but recently it recovered very strongly, and in just about 2 weeks, SIA already break above the rainbow white lines, move into the long-term bullish territory. And we can also see the institute fund is also flowing back and very strong. So with the strong institute fund, even there are some correction or retracement for SIA, but we believe SIA long-term to mid-term, it will move even higher. And we can also see, based on the trip distribution, in fact, the upside, there is no resistance. There's no resistance. So this stock, we should pay attention. And let's look at SingPost. Alright, SingPost is also similar situation to SIA. It has prolonged correction over the years. It dropped from $1.34 all the way down to 56 cents. And recently, these 2 weeks, it has strong rebound and already moved into the break out the rainbow white line and move into bullish territory. And we can also see from the MCDX Institute Fund, in fact, is strong in control. So SingPost, that is based on the Institute Fund and is a strength on the, now it is in the long-term bullish territory. So we believe SingPost is long-term bullish reversal. For mid-term to long-term, it has potential to move up even higher. All right. However, we see SingPost, the first resistance, it will be at about 77 cents. If break out this level, the next resistance, it will be 84 cents and 88 cents. All right, let's look at Olam. All right. Olam is agriculture share, commodity share. And we can see this stock, in fact, already break out the rainbow white line and move very strongly these 2-3 weeks. And banker fund is very strong and in control. So with the strong institute fund inside, we have confidence. We believe Olam is long-term bullish reversal. So potentially it can, its next resistance, it will be about $1.74. And today its close is at $1.55. So upside still have about 20% potential. Let's look at P8Z. That is the Bhumitama Agriculture. All right. This stock is not as strong as Olam. However, based on the candlesticks, in fact, it also break out the rainbow white line and now moving in the long-term bullish territory. And we can see banker fund is also in control. So although the stock might have some volatility, but potentially this stock will have is a long-term bullish, and the first resistance it will be about 58 cents. Then the next level about 65 cents. So there are about 10% potential, and also about this one is about 30% room to move up. Let's look at Golden Agri-Resource. It's also a agriculture stock, and we find this stock is also already break out the rainbow white line. Banker fund also flow in and very strong. So today there is a Tai Chi signal. So Tai Chi signal tell us short term is already overbought. So we will monitor the reaction within this level. If break out, then the next level is about 19.6 cents. So there is about 10% room to go for midterm, for short to midterm. So long term is already bullish, in bullish territory, long term bullish. All right. So now we look at the US market share. Tesla, Liu, Xiaopeng EV, Workhorse, the green power. Okay, Tesla. All right, Tesla is the representative of the EV stocks. And today we can see the trend is uptrend, so it's very clear it's an uptrend stock, and banker fund is also very strong. So the only thing is, if you don't hold the stock, can you go in? So you might look for opportunity after it retraces and gain support, then you may consider to enter Tesla. Liu. All right, this is one of the leading China EV stock. So this Liu, we can see very clearly it is an uptrend stock, but yesterday it has a correction, 3.3% correction, pullback. All right. However, the uptrend is still intact, so there is no sign that the trend has reversed. So yesterday the pullback is a healthy pullback. It's just always, if it move up too much, so some people they tend to take profit. So it's more like this correction is due to the take profit correction, but the uptrend is still intact. Let's look at the Xiaopeng. Xiaopeng is a new stock. It just launched IPO in August this year, and after it was launched, it was traded. The share already moved up by almost 3 times. So yesterday it also have some correction by 2%, but based on the trend lines and the institute fund is still intact with the uptrend. The uptrend is still intact. So any opportunity for it to pull down might be a good opportunity for you to enter, so that you can benefit from the EV hit. All right, so next one, Workhorse Group. Workhorse Group is also a EV stock, and we can see the trend trend line is uptrend, is a uptrend stock. Yesterday it also have some correction, and so short term might have some retracement, but the trend is still uptrend. So a lot of people, they scared because the pullback, so they wonder, is this the end of the EV story? In fact, that is not the end yet, because from the chart is still very beautiful. We cannot avoid the volatility of those stocks. In fact, such volatility create opportunities for you to enter the positions if you have not yet entered any. Alright, so now we look at another EV stocks. Kandi Technology is a China EV stock. Yesterday it opened high and pulled down. It dropped by about 3.28%. Yeah. Although it has this candle looks a bearish candlestick. However, we see the trend is still uptrend. Institute fund is still there, so the trend is not changed yet. So it's still in uptrend stock. Okay, Green Power. Green Power is another EV stock. So it's also a new launch stock, similar to Xiaopeng. It was launched in August this year. After it was launched, it moved about 50% only, and we can see this recently the share moved up strongly. So it's still in uptrend, and institute fund is still there. So the EV share is in the correction, but trend is still uptrend. Okay, yeah. So now let's look at Hong Kong market. Okay, firstly we look at Hong Kong Stock Exchange. All right, we know Hong Kong Stock Exchange is monopoly. This is a monopoly stocks, and a lot of IPOs, a lot of trading volumes in Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So potentially Hong Kong Stock Exchange is a good candidate. All right, and in fact the share now is in correction, in a midterm correction. So moving in the range, all right. So this one, if reach 367, that would be a good buy point. But let's say reach about 395, then we might consider to sell first. So you can do some trading. But of course, if you are confident to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, then you can just hold the stock and do not do the trading. Okay, let's look at. All right, Geely, automobile. So this stock is very clear, it's an uptrend stock, and it also allows that it's going to have research and innovation on the EV capability. So it also start the EV production and research. So now the stock is in uptrend and a lot of institute fund inside. So we can find it's still uptrend stock, and we can find opportunity to enter this stock. BRD. All right. BRD is, we know, is very is a leading EV production and research company. It not only produce the the electric vehicles. It also has capability to produce the battery. So it's a real EV manufacturer. And we can see it is in a very beautiful uptrend channel. So if any opportunity follow below 173 to 182, that would be a very good buy point for BRD. All right. Okay. And energy. All right. So now the rainbow line shows the stock is in uptrend and a lot of institutes inside. So we can look for opportunity to enter. The best buy point, it will be about $99. Cathay Pacific. All right, Cathay Pacific, just like SIA, last 2 weeks, it has very strong rebound and already go into the long-term bullish territory, break above the rainbow white line. And the institute fund is also very strong. Okay, so we believe we have good prospects to this long-term movement for this Cathay Pacific airline. Okay, so today we know the Hang Seng Index has some correction. Most of the big tech companies, in fact, has correction. What hold the Hang Seng Index is because of this HSBC. And HSBC, in fact, move up very strongly. It go up by 6.5%. All right, and now, in fact, close above the rainbow white line, so into the long-term bullish territory. And the institute fund is also very strong. So long-term wise, we believe this HSBC will have potential to move even higher with its trend, with the trend. Okay, so the first resistance it will be at about $44. So next level $49. Then the next one, it will be 55 level will be its resistance. Okay, all right. So that's a long discussion about the US market, Singapore market, and Hong Kong market. So I hope this section is useful. If you want to try Homilychart, or you want to register stock webinar, or you want to book appointments or book one-to-one section to learn for learning, you can scan my number. You can please contact Homely Apple and WhatsApp my number, and contact Apple to join Homely member will get unique training by me. So my contact is here. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.